The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, son of all ages, Ramblemania show proudly brings to you it is I, one half of the longest reigning tag team champions of the world, the Angels of Death 6XL. Joining me as always
is I, your other half of the longest reigning Ramblemania tag team champions of all the times, DJ the Great. DJ the Great. Of course, we are the Banter Club. We are here to discuss that AEW Dynamite on the Hose Network.
I've got hoes.
We got them hoes. They've been out in the area codes. They've been waiting for weeks for the instructions because first 6 was indisposed. And then that 1 week I was indisposed. So they ain't know what was going on. But we back to business, and now everybody is up to date.
We had a joke that you took them to Atlanta with you.
The hoes went to Atlanta with me because they had to figure out what was going on. There was a lot going on down in Atlanta, I'll tell you that much. But of course, here on Banter Club, we discuss AEW Dynamite. But before we discuss Dynamite, we talk about the news in and out and about the world of pro wrestling.
Yes,
and of course, there's always a little bit of this and a little bit of that going on in good old AEW and around the world. So let's go back to Arthur Ashe Stadium for a second. This past Friday's AEW Rampage, the Great Muta showed up to help out the homie Sting in his match.
Great surprise.
Yes, the great surprise. An awesome surprise for us in the building for sure. And it came off great on TV. Crazy pop. But
They ain't even give it the pop that we gave it.
Yeah,
they
the pop
muted us out a lot more.
Yeah, cause there is some editing at play because the build up to Muta coming out was actually longer in the building. They cut
way
out
longer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They cut out a lot on Rampage. I said I don't know if you.
But we said as much because they taped like 2 hours and 35, 40 minutes of material. So yeah. We knew
they taped a lot, bro.
Yeah, we knew they was gonna cut something. Yeah, so yeah, they made their cuts. But Muta showed up on Rampage to help Sting, and now Pro Wrestling Noah has announced that Sting is going to return the favor, so to speak. He's going to team with Great Muta at the Great Muta Final Bye Bye, which will be the Great Muta's final match. Damn. It's going to be January 22nd, 2023 in Yokohama, Japan. So yeah, this is gonna be. We don't know the opponent just yet, but we just know it's gonna be a tag match, and Sting is gonna be the one teaming with Muta, which, like they talked about on Rampage, the history with those two goes way back in the day. So it'll be cool to see that chapter of Keiji Muto, his career, because I don't know if Muto himself is done, but the Muta character is for sure done.
Yeah,
at least that's what he's saying. So
I feel like maybe if he's gonna retire, at least still be in the business. Is what I think.
Yeah, because obviously that guy has a wealth of knowledge and everything to get to the business if he wants to do that. So I could definitely see him sticking around in some sort of capacity. So now on the AEW, and something that me and Hazel had talked some about on Monday, I think. Yeah, Monday. Malachi Black.
Yes.
This man had to go on Instagram and set some shit straight.
Oh, we talked about that on Rampage.
Oh, yeah, did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then I could just give the short of it here, and that, you know.
Well, you can talk about like the actual thing because we didn't have any notes, so we just kind of like talked about it.
So yeah, if you're not privy to the Malachi Black situation, he basically talked about earlier in the month on September 18th, I think he had talked about how he was going to take some time off because, you know, he has been going through some stuff lately.
Yes.
He had a friend that died, you know, him and his wife are trying to recalibrate and get things in order. So he needed some time. Tony Khan gave him some time. Said, you'll see him down the road. After this, people ran off and started saying that he was released, that he asked for his release, that he was released, that he was given a conditional release. All this stuff started floating around.
Not just that, the fact that they were saying, "Oh, mental health issues," that shit too.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yo," he was like, "Yo, you didn't like, don't be fucking putting my shit out there like I said to you." You feel me?
Yeah. So he had to set all that straight. Like he had to set the fact that his personal business was getting put out into the internet out there. He had to deal with the fact that people are erroneously saying he left AEW. He clarified here he is not leaving AEW. He is still with the company.
Hunter was playing into it.
Of course.
With the whole with the whole White Rabbit thing.
Yeah.
When you go to the website, it gives you the little, I think if you do like a command prompt thingy, it'll pop up as no man is ever truly good, no man is ever truly evil. And I'm like, come on, Triple H.
That's why. That if like we play that I keep saying we play that Tony Khan clip a lot. I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit. But this is why he was mad, and justifiably so. Because they are like they're trying to tamper with his talent. Fuck with his talent. And let's be clear, everybody tampers. That is a universal thing in all sports and all forms of entertainment. Everybody tampers. The difference is when the tampering laws are put in effect so that you don't blatantly tamper. Like if somebody is off their contract or approaching their end of the contract, then of course they're going to take calls and contact from other potential avenues to get their money. It's when you're outright trying to contact someone when they're in the middle of a deal, trying to be like, hey, so you want to come over here? That is the type of tampering that most people try to put in laws and regulations and things like that against. Again, we joked about it, but jokes aside, I 100% understand why Tony was like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to stand for that shit.
But
but the way he reacted was funny.
He started bug eye looking around everywhere.
You got something to say? It's a funny instance, but the anger behind it is understandable. He did it again. He did it again on this very Dynamite. There was a video I saw someone in the crowd took, and he came out with Bandido at the end. It was just like, Bandido Rampage! And he fucking ran off. I was like, God damn, Tony, what is going on? To the Malachi thing, it's like I talked about with Hazel on Raw. Like, it's just a matter of we as a people gotta do our due diligence and fucking ignoring the bullshit people masquerading as journalists and the actual journalists themselves, at least in scenarios like this, have to be a little bit more aware and hold themselves more accountable, knowing that they are reputable sources and the things that they say will get discussed in these circles heavily. So it's just that's just the whole thing. With that, let's talk about the rating for AEW Dynamite.
Okay.
Yes. 990,000 viewers, down 4% from last week. The first time they've been below the 1 million viewer mark since August 17th. In the 1849 key demographic, they were 9th on the cable charts with a 3.4 rating, which is not even that much more down from last week. It's just, their weather shifted. The weather, there was a big hurricane in Florida. So the top 7 spots in 18 to 49 were
news.
All Weather Channel shit. Weather and news.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course, man. I mean, we all got family in Florida. At least one cousin, one aunt, one uncle.
Yeah, my dad's in Florida, so
that lives out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's always, you got to be careful with those people, But they used to it. The motherfuckers, they don't care.
Yeah, the OG Floridians, they know what to do.
Yep.
So if they're in the area where you got to get out, they either probably got out or they got themselves to an area where they know they will be safe.
Well, let's take all the furniture upstairs.
Furniture upstairs. We gonna Park, wherever they know they've lived this. This was a bad hurricane, but
Yeah.
this wasn't their first rodeo. With such an abnormal situation this week, I wouldn't look too much into it, especially, and also with the hurricane effect and everything, it affected the show itself, as we're definitely going to talk about, because they were more than likely shorthanded.
Yeah, Tony, I believe, put out a message.
Yes, he told people that, if you wish to stay home and get things in order for Dynamite, attendance for Dynamite is optional this week. That's what he said. He said if you can't show up, if you need to do something, you don't have to show up. You're good.
Yep.
So
a lot of those guys are Floridians.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of wrestlers, especially between the major two companies, WWE and AEW, in Florida, because obviously they're both based in Florida in a lot of ways. NXT Performance Center in Florida, AEW is based out of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So yeah. A lot of Floridian wrestlers on those rosters. So definitely sure both companies did what they could to make sure that those people were good.
Yep.
So with that said, I think it's time to get to the Dynamite.
Oh shit. Ooh yeah. I don't know where that came from.
It's about you, man. Yeah.
Guys who fuck Stephanie allegedly.
Allegedly.
Get that guy out of here. I've heard some things. Are you ready?
I am ready.
No! I said, are you ready?
I am ready. And whoever else is ready, you can come back to WWE anytime you want to.
Then, now, then, for the thousands in attendance.
It's just that.
And the millions watching at home.
That is you.
It is time to light the fuse.
And bring the boom?
And, let's banter.
AEW Dynamite from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As always, home of ECW. And of course, in the home of Extreme, we gotta open the show with some sports entertainment.
Motherfuckers, bro, really?
We're opening up with the Jazz. They're here to celebrate Chris Jericho becoming the Ocho, the new Ring of Honor World Champion. These motherfuckers come down purpled out of their minds. Always wearing some bullshit.
They literally look like they killed Barney and are wearing his skin.
And skinned him
as suits.
Yeah. There's always some nonsense with the Jazz. That's sports entertainment for you. So they're in there. They've got Luigi Primo to cook the pizza. He made some pizza for the Jazz in their celebration. So they got Luigi Primo in there, fucking, spinning the pizza dough and all that.
It's not real dough.
It's not real dough. It's gimmick.
It's either rubber or some type of felt.
Yeah. So Jericho gets the mic. He's talking. He looks over to his fellow Ring of Honor champion, peer champion, Daniel Garcia. And he's going to present him with a gift as the crowd starts to chant to Garcia that you're a wrestler. Jericho, immediately. As soon as he fucking addresses Daniel Garcia, hey, you're a wrestler. You're a wrestler. Like, the crowd is trying to let this man know what's going on. But Garcia, he's been looking unsure and crestfallen the whole time, but he takes the gift, he opens it up, and it's a bucket hat. They gave this man a damn bucket hat.
He's not fat. It doesn't work on him.
It was like,
you don't wear a bucket hat, you gotta be chunky. Then it looks cool.
They're trying to make him a sports entertainer.
If he's slim, then he look like he's going on safari.
I guess he agreed because he was like, I don't want to wear this. And he threw it off. And then he drops Luigi Primo.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabs the mic. He's like, all right, I've had enough. This is not what I envisioned for myself, being in this business, being in this group. And now I got to get some things off my chest. See, I think it's time.
This isn't me.
He's like, this isn't me, all right? I think it's time for me. And then Jericho cuts him off. He grabs the mic. He's like, Daniel, all right, I like you. You're great. But I need you to think about what you're going to say next, because it's the difference between you being with us and reaching new heights or being against us. And we might have to take you out. So I'm going to ask you, Daniel, are you a sports entertainer or are you a pro wrestler? This man was like, wrestler? As if he was summoned by the wrestling gods himself. Bryan Danielson comes out.
He said where he was. He's the heart and soul.
Yes.
His heart must have beat right quick.
They're like, oh, I've been called. So Bryan, he grabs the mic. He says, it seems like, Chris, you're trying to tell Daniel Garcia what you think he should be. But Daniel, you're a grown man. As far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. Whether you want to be with them or you want to join the Blackpool Combat Club, whether you want to train with them or you want to train with us, whatever you do, it should be your own decision. And then Jericho steps in. He's like, shut up, Danielson. I'm sick of you trying to poach my guy. I'm sick of you and your contract tampering. All right. Daniel Garcia belongs to me. I tell him what to do. And then Garcia's like, hold up.
His reaction was like, all right.
Yeah, hold up.
What? Bruh, I don't belong to anybody.
Yes. And you don't tell me what to do. All right. But then he's like, but clearly we're too serious out here, right? This is a celebration. We're supposed to be entertainers. Let's do some entertaining stuff, huh? You guys, what would be entertaining? Yeah. All right. What did he say?
He said some shit about making pizzas with Luigi.
Yeah, he was like, what if I woke up Luigi Primo and we made some pizzas? You guys think that would be entertaining? And the crowd
like, what if I get Justin Roberts?
Yeah, what if I go over to Justin Roberts over here?
we create a tag team.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty entertaining, huh?
You know what would be more entertaining?
Yeah.
What if I had a tag team match with Bryan Danielson? Wouldn't that be entertaining? The crowd fucking ate that.
Yeah, pop crazy for it. And fucking Danielson's in the background like, I think that would be entertaining. Fucking Danielson pantomiming in the background of these segments is so funny to me. Because he's being such an instigator. He's like, oh.
The whole time, that's all he's been doing is instigating.
Yeah.
He's like, you can either come with me in the Blackpool Combat Club. Yeah. Or you can be a sports entertainer with Chris Jericho over there.
Yeah, if you want to be a sports entertainer, you can do that. That's cool. But I'm just saying, we over here. We doing our thing. Blackpool Combat
Matt
Club.
Menard immediately. He immediately gets upset. When you were by yourself, you had no fucking friends.
You had nothing.
A fucking year.
You had nothing.
Nothing.
But we were there for you. And Garcia's like, you were. He's like, we're sick of this crap. We should punch you out right now.
Punch you in the face right now. Oh, you want to punch me in the face? Well, I've been told that I can have a match with anybody out here. And I think it's about time me and you. And then he starts taking all his shit off.
He's like, you say you want to punch me in the face, so
let's throw hands. What do you think
Daddy
about that?
Magic is like, let's go. You want to taste?
That was fucking hilarious.
So now we got Bryan Danielson versus Daddy Magic, Matt Menard.
Wait, before we leave this segment, Anna Jay getting mad at the crowd.
He's like, I'll choke you all out.
Yep. And then fucking Ty Conti eating pizza the entire time. Going,
yo, Ty Conti was enjoying the pizza. She didn't care about nothing else. She wasn't even paying attention to Sammy. She was just eating pizza the whole time.
Just no. And then fucking Jericho's giving them that look like, oh, you want that match? Blah, blah, blah. And then fucking Ty is like, yeah, I want it.
Yeah, Ty's like, yeah. This some good ass pizza. I know that.
It's a
much.
good ass pizza.
How that match though? That's a good match.
And fucking Sammy's looking at her like, nigga. But to be clear, Sammy did a little video backstage and he was talking about how good the pizza was. So I believe.
Yeah. Sammy, he did a video with Luigi people. He's like, this is good pizza. So yeah, I'm sure fucking they were all gimmicking, and then Ty, she took a bite and she was like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Some good ass pizza. I haven't had some pizza like this since I was in New York.
Yeah.
That's another thing they mentioned in the Philly crowd was like, boo.
Don't.
And I was like, why are you booing? Y'all niggas got cheesesteak. Get out of here.
Yeah. You want to talk about cheesesteak? It's Philly. Y'all got it.
It's Philly. Yeah, y'all got cheesesteak.
But we got
fire.
pizza. Shit. We
got pizza and we got chopped cheese. Leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah. Y'all got plenty of good Philly food. Y'all got, we ain't hating on y'all.
They
the pizza's ours.
Cheesesteak, bro. They got cheesesteak and ahas. That's all they got.
Bryan Danielson versus Daddy Magic, Matt Menard. So they're going. Danielson gets him in the 2K comeback out of the picture-in-picture, starts laying in the kicks. But Menard powders.
My son's the 2K.
And he does a 2K comeback. But Dragon follows with the drop kick, goes for a running knee, but Cool Hand Ange pulls him away. And then hits a fucking DDT on the floor with the ref's back turn, throws him back in the ring. That gets a near fall. So then Claudio Castagnoli just runs out like, hey! Fucking uppercuts Angelo Parker out of his shoes.
And then he fucking carries him out.
He literally just takes him away.
Like, in a crucifix, just puts him on his shoulders and just walks
just walks out.
You're not gonna fight. You're not fucking this shit up. Let's go.
Fuck out of here. Let's go.
Oh man!
Straight up, Angelo Parker was kidnapped by Claudio Castagnoli.
Fucking bullied him.
You're a nerd. Get out of here.
People want to talk about WWE and their bully. Nobody see Claudio.
Yeah.
My son Claudio was like, get the fuck
out of here with that. So back in the ring, Danielson's like, good looks. And then he fucking drops Matt Menard with the Busaiku knee, follows it up with the LeBell lock. Daddy Magic taps. Bryan Danielson wins. A fun match, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know what really grinds my gears?
What?
No, I'm saying that's Daddy Magic. Okay.
No, that's Daddy Magic. You know what really grinds my gears?
You did the little accent. Speaking of, that shit was hilarious. Did you watch? Well, I know Hazel watched it.
Oh, the NXT thing? Yeah. I saw it.
You got a 33% chance. I was like,
he did the thing. He did the thing.
It was more coherent than his uncle could ever.
Yeah, because Scott was going crazy when he was doing it, man. That's what I said, though. He was like, man, he didn't tell nobody that their chances of winning drastic go down, though. That was the only part. That would have been. Got to tell you, your chances of winning drastic go down.
And then fucking Triple H would have been like, no, don't go all the way, Scott. No.
You're going to Scott.
You got to be coherent, you know.
You see on the fucking table of three, Scott was like, just keep using our stuff and you'll be fine.
Yo, I haven't seen it yet, bro.
You got to watch it. It's really good.
I'll watch it after this when I get back from getting food. Oh, I still got to pick up my laundry, too.
Yeah, they have a whole bit where they're like, both Rick and Scott are just like fucking with him about using their stuff. Rick's like, yeah, he's got my singlet. Brother's like, that's my singlet. And Rick is like, yeah, with the dogs on it. Okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was a fun match. And it definitely set the tone in as far as this show being a show where you can tell they are shorthanded because of the hurricane. Like, the Jazz gets a long talking segment, goes about 10 minutes, and then we get about a 10-minute Bryan Danielson Daddy Magic match. So you can tell there was a lot of stuff like that on the show, promo work into match, like stuff that AEW doesn't typically do that often. Like, they do it, but not that often.
Yeah,
that's how I knew.
It was a bit filler, and it's not their fault. You know, there's a legit situation going on.
We got a video package for Jon Moxley and Juice Robinson facing off in a World Championship Eliminator.
That was a Sideshow Bob groan for real, yo.
Right, if you're unaware, Juice Robinson, and Six are mortal enemies.
Yes.
But I thought this was actually really good in
There's a reason why I
highlighting.
wore this shirt, and I'm gonna talk about it.
Yes, but it was actually a good reason. It highlighted why Juice is here, why he's getting a match with Mox, because like it says, he's one of the few men to beat John Moxley, not just once, but twice. So something like that. He's got Mox's number, more or less, so to speak. Saying Mox as the world champion, he ain't gonna stand for that. And now we got Philly's own Wheeler Yuta coming on down to the ring.
He wasn't supposed to, but he's here.
Yeah, he here. He wants smoke with MJF. He says, Max, you put your hands on Tony Schiavone last week, a man who has done more for AEW than you ever will. So you get out here and you fight me in Philadelphia right now.
Hold on.
Yes.
I got notes on this one. Hold on.
Oh, goddamn.
Hold on. He tells MJF, I've been hit harder by better men.
Yes.
Hey, yo!
I knew what he meant.
No, it gets worse. It gets worse. Because then MJF comes out.
Yes, Max is here, the devil.
And
devil man.
He's talking about, last week Daddy had to spank you. And I'm like, man. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck. Get me out.
MJF, he came out. He's wearing a Mets jersey because, they're in Philly. He says, Philly is the place you live if you can't afford to live in New York, which is fucked up and not
it's
true.
True.
That's New
it's
Jersey.
True. Anybody who used to live in New York, right?
Move to Jersey or Atlanta.
You either move to Jersey or you move to Philly. Or you go to Philly and get your license and get your. Well, let me not talk about that.
Philly is
I'm about to blow up a lot of scams. Let me stop.
Yeah. Philly is like 5th on the leave New York list.
Yeah.
I feel like like the places I said, Florida, Georgia, Jersey, all are over that. He says, it's ironic that you say I don't care about AEW, Wheeler, but you're out here taking TV time away from the biggest draw in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fucking talks shit about the Phillies. And Yuta even said, you're going to come out here and talk shit about the Phillies? That's exactly what he does. He comes out and talks shit about the Phillies. And then MJF is like, I can do that, though, because I don't give a shit. And then Yuta's like, man, you listen to me. If you don't want to fight, I will come up there and leave you in a pool of your own blood on Broad Street. This whole promo was fucking MJF is a heel. Stop cheering him. Stop cheering him. And by the end, the crowd got it. They cheered him when he first came out, but then when he got into
a tiny bit, not the same as like in New York, we fucking
yeah. And I was gonna say, I do think the return MJF pop is wearing off now, because like here he got cheered when he first came out, but then like when he got into his heel shtick, the crowd was like, all right, nah, he's a fucking boo. They got with it.
He also explained it to him.
Yeah.
We're devil worshippers.
Yeah. He said a whole bunch of crazy shit last week that I was in the crowd like, hey, no. Out come the ass boys. So Yuta stops. He ain't dumb. He ain't gonna get jumped. And then MJF says, you people, you don't even deserve to hear me say my catchphrase. So I'm gonna leave it to the boys here to say it for me. And then he walks out. And then, Austin Gunn takes the mic. He says, MJF is better than you, and you know it.
Yep. He was about it. He was like, because I'm back. You know what? You don't deserve it. And then this whole segment is paused. Yep, it is. We're going to start off by telling motherfuckers that he's been hit harder by better men. And then,
fighting.
Then this man is going to be over here talking about, he didn't say fighting. He didn't say that shit.
That's what he meant.
He didn't say none of that shit. He said he been hit harder by better men.
Yeah.
Better men.
Fights. He fighting. He's in a combat club, damn it. He fights.
You know what I'm saying? And not just like I would have specifically, I've been punched harder by, worse motherfuckers. I've been hit harder by veteran. Why you gotta put like, and then MJF gonna come out here talking about rolling Skivon and having to spank Wheeler Yuta. Daddy had to spank, saying daddy and shit.
Well, listen,
Fucking and
Jeff do
and
what
then
he do,
and then he
right?
calls out the ass boys of all people.
Yeah.
So you got ass boys, people being hit hard by men, and you got daddy spanking you. This whole segment. Pause.
Well, who you wanted him to come out and say it? Lee Moriarty?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I wanted fucking Morrissey.
Morrissey. He's better than you, and you know it.
And he's from New York too.
He's from New York too, yeah.
Oh God.
Actually, Morrissey would be a good idea. I actually wouldn't mind that.
You see?
Mention it.
You see?
We got a quick video package for Jay Lethal and Darby Allin for next week. They both Darby's like, you want to prove you're better than me, Jay? You leave Satnam Singh and you leave Sanjay in the back. You face me one-on-one. And then Lethal, he tells them, you guys stay here. I'm going to take out Darby by myself. So
Sanjay kills me. He goes, hey, Bubba. No,
hey,
Bubba.
Wait a minute. So I imagine they'll probably have a clean one-on-one match, Jay, Lethal and Darby. And then after the match is over, fucking Satnam Singh and Sanjay will run in. And then Sting will probably make the save. And then there you go. Sting might have to face off with Satnam Singh. I'm with that.
Oh, God. God.
Now, we got Juice Robinson versus Jon Moxley. AEW World Championship Eliminator.
Yo, Mox. I love you, King, but you should have gave the match to me. You could have gone fishing. Remember that fishing trip you were supposed to go to and then CM Punk fumbled? You should have given me, the opportunity to face this man. And I would have won, because come on. I got John Blaze. I
got John Blaze shit. They not recognizing.
But Mr. Robinson, I would have gladly had a nice little match, and we would have had like a little loser leaves town match or loser leaves the profession match, and I would have taken your spot in the Bullet Club. You know what I'm saying? If I won, but you know what I'm saying, like I would have won, but you know what I'm saying, if they would have gave me the match, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I get to go home and take your life. Assume all the things.
Assume every role that you have assumed in your life, every single one.
Yep. And then you can go be fucked somewhere in Florida. So I would have sent I would have left your ass in Japan. Basically the idea would have been, if I win, I take everything. Everything is on the line. Everything.
Everything.
The contract with AEW, the Bullet Club membership, your wife.
I was trying to leave it unsaid. I was trying to leave it implied.
That's why I'm in that statement.
So yes, if you don't know, Juice Robinson is married to Tony Storm. So Six doesn't like him too much. William Regal is here, and William Regal is like 2 steps away from just flat out hitting on Excalibur on commentary. Like, this man does not stop.
Yeah.
Man with the mask, you are looking absolutely delectable. Of course, Mox and Juice are going. Juice took most of this match, which honestly surprised and impressed me.
It just surprised me, you know what I'm saying? Because He don't deserve all that. You know what I
he
mean?
don't deserve all that. Yes,
Somebody put a picture of Dolph Ziggler in the corner somewhere.
It should have been me. Yes. Just know that when he says he don't deserve all that, he's not talking about this match. Mox sends him over the table. Then we cut to MJF up in the luxury suite, and he's watching with his poker chip. And I'm like, oh no, are we going to experience it now? But they actually did not.
They didn't overdo it.
They didn't overdo it. I guess they learned from last week. I guess they got the complaints and was like, okay, less MJF this week. And they only showed him a couple times. But they go back in the ring. They have a quick forearm exchange. Juice starts celebrating again after he bites Mox. So then Mox just gets pissed off. He dodges the corner cannonball, takes him out. Then Juice puts him up against the railing, hits the cannonball, and then sends him over the ring table. And this time, Mox comes up and he's bleeding. Mox hasn't bled in a while in AEW, and Juice brought the blood back out.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He took a week off.
Yeah, he took a week off bleeding.
But they in Philly, he had to bleed.
He had to bleed. It's Philly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we go to pip off that, and then we come back. Mox comes back, hits Juice with a big tope suicida, and sends him back in the ring. And they collide with big lariats. Mox hits Juice with a cutter, puts in an ankle lock into an STF, but then Juice gets the ropes. And then he thumbs Mox in the eye in the corner, comes out with a power bomb that gets a near fall. He goes for the Death Rider. Juice hits Pulp Friction, that gets a near fall. And then he goes for a reverse airplane spin. But Mox breaks out, hits a running knee, puts on the cross arm breaker, and Juice submits. I like this. Juice got a lot in, and then Mox just put him down, Blackpool BCC style. Fucking violence.
That's what they do.
Submission to end the match. But I like this match. Good match. I
didn't like it at all.
Fair enough. But I like that they sort of built Juice as like, a guy that has Mox's number, and Mox had to get he got a strong showing against Mox, and Mox had to get a strong win against him. I liked all of it. So if they do want to sign Juice, they put him in decent position.
Did I ever tell you I actually looked at the outside of her OnlyFans?
Tony?
Yeah, it's the only time that I've ever actually looked.
At an OnlyFans?
Yeah, and in the description, it's talking about her being, the greatest female wrestler with the fattest ass. And I'm like, oh, so
It's different when they be saying it.
When they say it, it's like, oh, so
I still think about that Gigi Dolan tweet. You can
kiss my
fat ass. I was like, oh my God. She is very aware.
She know what she's doing. She out here hurting, man.
Yes.
Oh God. You want to talk about digging holes and taking souls?
Yes. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a woman who knows what she's doing.
A siren.
Dangerous. But now post-match, we got the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. He comes down to face off with Mox.
Little pink flowers.
Yes, little pink flowers on his jeans. He enacts the Universe Mode cutscene with Mox. They face off. But then, as they take off their shit, it look like they're getting ready to start fighting right then and there. MJF pipes up from the skybox. He's like, hey, wait a minute, guys. You gotta make sure you realize that you aren't fighting each other in there. You're fighting to lose. Because I just may cash in this chip in Cincinnati, Ohio. But then as he's talking his shit, Wheeler Yuta creeps up behind him and then takes him down, beats him down among the people. Fucking MJF falls onto some poor guy in the crowd. Yep. I just see the security pushing away all the crowd members, and then MJF is literally on top of this one guy, and the one guy is he's like, I'm not. I guess he's trying to make sure that the security knows, yo, I'm not gonna touch him.
I'm trapped under here. Help!
I'm trapped here. Help!
But the security guard was half on that dude too.
Yeah,
the blonde guy, and then he was trying to pick up MJF, but he's also trapped, kind of.
Yeah, because MJF himself is at an angle where he can't just pop up.
Yeah, everybody's at an uncomfortable, and then it's they're flipped onto the seating.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
I just felt bad for the poor fan because he was just like, yo.
I don't feel that bad for the fan because fans like, oh my god, MJF. I
Yeah,
feel bad
yeah,
for
like,
the
he
damn
got
security
the-
guard
got
who
the
tried to
scene.
fucking fix the shit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck.
Because I just kept looking at the fan like, oh shit.
I was looking at the security guard over here shaking and trembling, trying to get the fuck.
Yeah, yo, that poor security guard was trying to make with his life.
Yeah, he was like, oh God, please. Yeah, that's not a smart idea to fall onto those damn seatings. Them seating is not. It's not very
arena seats, especially on the top levels where you got an incline like that.
Yeah, nah, that's just scary.
Yeah. So,
Bro, I was looking at them steps like, bro, if I roll, I'm gonna land splat right next to Jim Ross.
Man, sheesh. My God.
He's broken in half.
I do like the MJF and Yuta stuff though. I like what they're trying to build with them.
Yeah. It's cool. It gives him something to do till he's actually going for the belt.
Yeah. This because it makes sense. Yuta's Blackpool Combat Club, so give him something to do.
Yep. They also gave something for Danielson to do. Is everybody look at Claudio. Claudio even got something to do.
Speaking of giving people jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Tony Schiavone is in the ring to introduce AEW's newest signing, Saraya. Not Saraya.
It's not Saraya.
Saraya.
We can't even use the gimmick we created, man.
Right? We was all like, it's Saraya.
Just in case you never know. It's just like, you don't know. It's Saraya.
Sorry. Our bad.
She said, I don't want to play games.
Yes. No games. So she grabs the mic. She says, I have been damaged, but not broken. And I am here to make a change in this women's division. She says, I was the revolution, and now I am the revolution.
And then you know what I was thinking during that?
What?
Revolution.
Revolution. The crowd chants, this is your house. So she picks up on it. She's like, AEW, it's my house now. And she's like, I want to bring, and I guess there's a guy ringside giving her time cues. She's like, you want to give me time cues in my house? I'm going to call out the women's division. I do what I want here. She calls out
time. Fuck you.
She's like, I want to bring out this great women's division, and I want you to see them. So
only 4 of them came out.
Yeah, out comes 4 women.
And one of them is one of the ladies they brought in to like make the team look a little nicer.
Yeah, they literally brought in to do what you say you're doing.
Yeah,
that's what they brought in Madison Rayne for.
Yep.
So it's Athena, Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, Madison Rayne, and Toni Storm. 5 women. Saraya, she runs down the line, starting with Toni, the women's champion. She's like, "This is the best. This is the best champion this division has ever seen."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Hey, I love me some Toni Storm, but you're not going to disrespect Hikaru Shida like that.
You're not going to disrespect Thunder Rosa like that.
You're not going to disrespect Thunder Rosa like that.
You ain't going to disrespect Britt Baker like that.
You ain't going to disrespect Britt like that." But Britt came out to defend herself, so she's fine. But you ain't going to talk about
the other one's in Japan and the other one's injured. That's fucked up.
Yeah. You're not going to talk about them. You're not going to do that to them. All right? But
yo, my question is, where the fuck was Nyla?
Where was Nyla Rose in all this? They gotta what is good? They gotta give Nyla a microphone, man.
You would have called her all sorts of bitches.
Right? Listen here, bitch.
She posted about it was like a corn quote.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
She posted this whole fucking great thread on Twitter of the AEW roster as cars.
Oh my god.
It was mad. Yo, Nyla Rose is fucking great. Like,
you know what's the worst part about that corn post that she posted?
What?
So of course, if you haven't seen it, it's basically her sitting down at like this nice sunny place, and then she writes down on the top, and then it says, the little dash corn, and then it also says the little dash and then Nyla Rose, and then in the caption it says, "Wow, inspirational.
He is the best.
Yo, I hate you, Nyla. You too much.
He is the best, yo.
Oh my god.
Gotta do more with her, man. Nyla is great.
Terrible, bro.
But out comes the heel gang, Britt Baker. She comes down with fucking Rebel and Jamie Hayter, and oh my god, it's Penelope Ford. God bless.
Penelope Ford, yo.
Penelope is here.
Sheesh. Yo, so Kip Sabian, let me talk to you right quick.
Awesome 5000. Britt's got the mic, and she's like, I put my blood, sweat, and tears on the line for AEW. I literally put my neck on the line for this division. And unlike your Saraya, my neck held up. So, crowd goes, oh. And then Saraya's like, you know what, Britt? It's funny you're in there talking all that when your name rhymes with shit.
And then the crowd literally started chanting shit.
Yes. Fucking tag.
Shit.
As was like, she got it there, bro. She's right.
True.
She's got a point. Britt goes to Tony Storm. She's like, Tony Storm, I'm so disappointed in you because I don't like you, but I do respect you. But now you've aligned yourself with all the problematic people in AEW. You're in there, your little tag partner, Athena. She broke my nose, and the conspiracy continues. So then the crowd, Britt, she starts talking about, because Tony's about to face Serena Deeb. So she's like, if you don't be careful in there, Serena Deeb is going to stretch you. She's going to take you out. And then fucking the crowd starts chanting for Jamie Hayter out of nowhere. It's like, Jamie Hayter.
Why?
And then Britt looks around like, yeah, and Jamie Hayter will beat you too.
Yep. Confused as hell. Let me tell you something. What we want forever is Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Forever.
That's what it is.
Forever. That's what it is.
Storm and Jamie Hayter.
It's all we want forever, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Best match of all time, bro. Just give us that over and over again.
Yeah, you want to change this division. That's it right there. Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter matches endlessly.
Yep.
But now, Saraya, she's like, I know you and the gang, you like to get up to some funky stuff in this ring, but
we like to call it shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans. But I talked to Tony, and it's so nice to have a boss that actually listens to you. And, crowd pops. He says, no, people were mad at that line.
Come on now. What are y'all salty about?
That is the most harmless cheap pop. Like, come on, bro.
What are you crying about? Vince ain't even there anymore. Shut up.
I bet Vince himself probably saw that segment and was like, that's a good line, pal.
Yeah.
I did never listen to her.
I'm an asshole.
That's good. I like that.
Good shit, pal.
Don't get mad at that. She said her name starts with shit. That's great. It's good shit.
It's great sports entertainment here.
Yeah, good sports entertainment going on.
Yeah, so then Paige announces.
Yeah. So then Saraya's like, I talked to Tony, and this match is now a lumberjack match.
Yep.
And it's lumberjack match now. AEW Interim Women's Championship on the line. Serena Deeb versus Tony Storm.
Yo, I can't with Serena Deeb's theme song, bro.
Shit is gangster.
Why? It don't fair at all.
Like, yo, hit Serena's music. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm like, oh,
it's that gangster Serena Deeb.
Oh, you would think fucking LAX is coming out, bro.
Like fucking Hobbs or some shit.
Fucking, I don't know. Somebody mad. Who's mad hip hop? Like gangsta as hip hop. You would think Westside Gun himself is gonna have a match. God damn.
Action Bronson was coming out again.
Like fuck, man. What the hell?
Here comes Serena Deeb with her flag.
Gangsta ass. That Serena Deeb might just be a gangster.
Serena Deeb might really be about this shit.
You feel me? She come out the hip hop and she come out with a flag.
Right, she waving the flag like, I'm here to fuck you up. I'm like, all right, let's go.
She out here with her flag. She represents.
Serena Deeb ain't playing. That's OG right there.
Yo, Taz is the worst on commentary too, because he's like, I personally like to call it a lumberjill match.
Yo.
Fucking Paige turns around and says, "Lumberjack." It's all inclusive. I was trying to, I'm just gonna get out of here.
But when she first went up there, she was like, she popped the whole table. And she was like, yeah, my name is Saraya. I gave you a little tweet, Excalibur.
I was telling Tony that. I told him that.
I told Tony that's what your name is. It was a fun little bit.
Yo, get Taz out of here, bro.
Yo, Taz. If y'all don't watch the fight feed of the show, y'all gotta watch the fight feed of the show, because like the second they go to commercial, it's always Taz that says some fucking hilarious bullshit and makes everybody on commentary laugh.
Taz got problems. I still do feel like they got too many motherfuckers on commentary.
It do be a lot.
Like,
especially now because they have like a rotation. Sometimes it's Tony, sometimes it's JR, sometimes it's
shit. At Grand Slam, they had Paul White.
Yeah, Paul White was there.
Too many motherfuckers, bro. Like, I get tired. Like, I don't know who's talking after a while. Yeah. I mean, I know Taz because Taz is Taz.
Yeah.
And when Skiavon gets hyped, you can tell it's Skiavon. But when he's talking normal and the man in the mask is also talking normal,
yeah,
you can't tell who the fuck.
I want to say,
was that Skiavon or was that
the man in the mask? If you gotta do 3, I wish you would just do 2. But if you gotta do 3, I guess you just do Excalibur, Tony, and Taz.
You want to know what my problem is with 3?
What?
They always have a guest. Oh
yeah, and that was gonna be the other thing. If you're gonna have 3, you can't always also have a guest. Like, and I get why they have the guest, because it's usually like someone relevant to the match. Like, if it's a Blackpool Combat Club match, it's gonna be Regal. If it's a Jazz match, it'll be Jericho, unless Jericho's in the match. But like,
same thing with MJF. Same thing with what do you call it? When Wardlow used to come out.
Yeah.
Same thing with Stokes. He's another one. I don't know. Sanjay still.
Yeah. Usually, if Lethal, sometimes Sanjay will go on commentary. So like, yeah, for that makes sense, and I get that, and I actually like that. But if you got 3 motherfuckers, then it turns into 4 motherfuckers constantly throughout the show, which is
look at this situation. Paige here.
Yeah, because now you got 3 commentators trying to work, but they also got Saraya there, so they gotta let her get her shit in because she's telling a story here.
I'm the evolution.
Yes, Serena's got the neck crank locked in. Then Jamie Hayter interferes. She sweeps Tony's leg outside, and then fucking Willow runs over, and her and Jamie start beefing. And I'm like,
yo, she throws hands, bro.
Yeah,
she's heavy-handed, bro. She whoop, and I'm like, oh.
I see Willow and Jamie start throwing hands, and I'm like, wait a minute, this match right here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna give it to us, I guess, because they was. I mean, like I said, Willow was throwing hands that if she would have punched me like that, I would have been like, hey.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be Willow and Jamie on Rampage. I was like, hell yeah.
Y'all rewatched, and she booked it after her, bro. I was like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers is fighting.
Yeah, Willow was like, you not gonna fucking.
And then the Paige on commentary is like, well, there goes that part of the. She's like, I just want Tony to win. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I want. So Serena, she goes for the Serenity Lock. Tony escapes, goes for a top rope crossbody, but Serena rolls it through, puts on a half crab. Then Tony breaks out and kills her with her hips.
Yep. Should have been me.
And then she goes for Storm Zero, but Serena reverses, and then Tony drops her with the Storm Zero for the 1, 2. She got her. No, she kicks out of Storm Zero. So then Tony is like, all right, now you die. She takes her up top and hits an avalanche Storm Zero, which means, yes, an avalanche pile driver for the 1, 2, and 3. Crowd popped big for Serena Deeb fucking dying.
Yep. Listen, they said on WWE motherfuckers can't do the tombstone, so but in AEW, all the pile drivers you want.
The
that pile driver right there.
That was Yeesh.
Well, we said she was gangster, so she'll be all right.
She be all right. She gonna come back next week. Like we're waving the flag and all that. Ready?
Yeah. Gang shit.
But yeah, I thought this was a good match.
Yeah.
As far as the segment beforehand goes, I guess we should talk a little bit about that. It felt WWE to me. Very WWE to me.
All the SmackDown women standing in a row.
All the SmackDown women standing in a row.
But
you got.
I'm gonna say something. Say something though. It made sense to do that because they were short-handed.
Yes. So like I'm not knocking them too much for doing it this way because they were short-handed. And it's like I guess I also get it in terms of Saraya, because her whole thing is I'm here and I wanna it's like a refresh.
Yeah.
Like I'm showing off this division. I want to build it up from scratch. I want to show you how great everybody is. So I get that whole thing. It put a lot of women on screen all at once and built up some matches. So it in general it served its purpose.
Yep. And it's all until they could clear her. The moment they get even a little tiny glimpse, a little tiny little glimmer of hope, she's gonna be fine. They're immediately just gonna fucking throw her in there. And I know that shit for a fact.
Yeah. And I'm sure she wants it that way. But yeah, it did feel like weirdly WWE in that sense of all the SmackDown women standing in a row, and then you got the one women like this is the revolution. I have built the revolution and all that.
Yeah, they that's one thing that people online were talking about, that they were saying that promo with Paige was a little weak in the beginning. Yeah. And if it wasn't for everybody else, that was looking a little grim. But to be honest, like I'm pretty sure she didn't really have to come out here and even really say anything. They probably told her, hey, just go out there and introduce this match. So the fact that she even said anything and try to just stop fucking micro picking everything, and that's a little tiny little problem. Oh no.
Yeah, like there was some clunkiness in this, but overall, like if you look at the big picture, it's like, okay, I get where this is going. I get where I get what they're trying to do. So I'm gonna let them cook. Like it wasn't offensive or nothing. So and it wasn't bad at all, honestly. But I'm gonna let it cook.
People online disagree with that shit. Yeah. I didn't. That's the thing. Like I didn't make a big deal about it. Like to me, it was just like, oh, she's coming out, she's introducing this match, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And we got her back, and it's kind of fun to see her on TV again. Like. I don't know. That's one thing, man, that I always feel like, I do this podcast thing. But my opinion on wrestling is I like to watch wrestling. I'm not out here really nitpicking like that unless it's like, something that's like bad.
Yeah.
This was just like, she said some shit. They had a great match. She was on commentary having some fun. It's good to see her on TV.
Yeah.
Willow Nightingale's a beast.
Yeah, man. That's
hands,
crazy.
Bro,
Jamie Hayter, I am ready for that.
Yo, Willow fucking that has 2 hands, bro. I did some shit, bro.
With the shits.
Remind me not to piss her off, bro.
Hell no. Now we got Tony with the new tag team champions, the Acclaimed.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
He there too. Daddy ass is there too. And next week they declare is National Scissoring Day. So Max
outside of anything but wrestling, bro. I swear to God.
Right. They said we gonna take this outside of wrestling immediately. Max says, bring your shirts, your scissors, and bring your chants because everybody loves the Acclaimed. Also, they are gonna fight somebody on Rampage. And then Keith Lee walks up and he's like, I wanted to congratulate you guys. As you can see, Swerve is not here with me right now. He is exceptionally disgruntled. But after seeing what happened last week, I actually understand why. You got involved in the match, Billy. And then he looks to the Acclaim. He tells them, boys, you got carried. Good luck out there. And he walks off.
This pissed me off a little bit.
Oh, why?
The Acclaim could have easily. Your boy pulled up with a fucking boombox.
Yeah, your boy tried to cheat
what
first.
are you talking about?
Yeah,
If it wasn't for the fact that you got in the way, that would have been us.
yeah,
We didn't get carried. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
yeah.
That's what happened. So now, if you want to talk, we can talk about that too. Let's go. But I guess I'm different.
I'm different. Billy says, "I got 2 words for Swerve.
Mhm.
Scissor me." And then they fucking scissor.
Scissor me, daddy.
Fucking, I still find it hilarious that WWE is about to do a DX reunion without Billy Gunn. He's the most popular fucking member of the group right now.
Pretty much, yeah. Fucking Road Dogg is Sean.
How you gonna bring out Road Dogg without Billy Gunn? Get the fuck. Get the fuck.
That don't work. You imagine though, Triple H asked Tony permission.
Hey, why not? Can we borrow Billy Gunn? We'll give you fucking, I don't know.
Who do we have?
We got a lot of people there.
We'll give you. Who do you guys like over there?
Who you guys like? Who you want for a show?
You can lend me Adam Cole.
Maybe lend me Adam Cole.
I think that's what the problem is with Tony. Tony know that if you lend him Billy Gunn, he gonna be like, "Hey, you know that Malachi Black guy? We'll keep his name and everything. We'll call him Malachi. We just want him to
just
moment the fucking contract is over. Fucking hey, we kind of want that Malachi Black guy.
Let's get.
We'll give you X-Pac. Doesn't even wrestle anymore, man. What the fuck? No, you can, like Billy, yeah, no.
Although a kid AEW run.
Huh?
Now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean,
I don't know.
No, Tej, man, come on, man. Leave that man alone. He retired, bro. Damn, yo.
AEW? I don't know.
Wrestling fans, you can't leave a man retire. He's chilling, bro. He got his cute little dog. He's having, man, don't fuck up his life, man. He's good.
Trying to tell me 1, 2, 3 Kid versus fucking Darby.
Let him rock, B. Just let him rock, bro.
We got the AFO in the back. They are arguing. Fucking Butcher and Blade and Private Party are all arguing about the Battle Royal and shit. And then Andrade and Jose step in, and Andrade's like, "You need to listen to me. I am the boss. You all work for me." And then Jose,
you know who you sound like?
What?
Armando
Alejandro
Estrada.
Everyone listen to me.
Listen to me.
It's true. And that's why, because that's been in my head for years. Everyone listen to me. That shit was
Damn, you should have kept that motherfucker. Who fucked that up?
That shit was so good.
Who fucked that up, man?
Right? They even had him as a wrestler for a while. After like Umaga was gone for a second, they was like, we're just gonna use him as a wrestler.
Why not, man? What's wrong with y'all? I would have had that man still managing.
Gave that man a microphone every week. Everyone listen to me. Shit was money.
Yeah. It was some good ideas in that era. There was a lot of bad ideas too.
Yeah, there was a lot of bullshit. There was some good shit in that era, man.
Getting an Italian kid, Muhammad Hassan, to play a fucking Arabic dude.
And then the fucking locker room hazes him out of the business.
Fucking getting Eugene to be the Eugene character.
They did, just the Eugene character in general.
Ah, God, man. And to be honest, Dinsmore apparently was actually one of like the top guys in OVW, and they fucked him over with the stupid ass shit.
Dinsmore was like a veteran by that point. Like, you could have gave that man anything to do.
Damn, what I wouldn't have done for AEW at that point in time. Could have been AEW, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. People that want AEW to die, like you don't know, man. You don't know. I do not want to go back to that shit, bro. I do not. But
that's another thing too. In that era too, we had like TNA was starting to build, so I was kind of happy, that we had something. Not anymore, man. It's AEW. AEW is way bigger than Impact would have ever been.
Yeah.
So y'all better stop talking shit, man, because we want more than one company.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Big, like I like officially we're now at the point where I know what it's like to have, two big companies, damn near three back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen what it's like to literally only have one.
Nah, that shit was bad.
I know which one is better.
Mm-hmm.
What we got right now is better.
Yep. And people still be. To be honest, we need a third one to step up. Goddamn it!
Yeah, we need. We could use more shit. Like we could use more. Like
I would see if I could. I would go to
left.
Impact and polish that motherfucker up. Get him some good. I mean, to be honest though, Impact got a good ass deal.
Yeah.
Because even though they're not on like a big channel, they put themselves on every fucking streaming platform that exists.
Yeah.
They have their own channel on most fucking streaming platforms. That's insane, bro.
Yeah. So some way or another, you may run into Impact, some way somehow. But yeah, Private Party seems to have had enough of the fucking AFO.
Yeah.
And then Matt Hardy walks up to them.
Well, first Giovanni was gonna say something, and now it bothers me because now I'm like, what was he gonna say?
Because Tony's like, hey, I want to tell you guys something. I normally don't get involved like this.
Yeah.
And then Matt comes up. I'm like, yo, hold up. What were you gonna tell them?
What was Tony gonna say? Hey. Now we got to deal with this idiot. I love you, Matt, but no, man, I want to hear what Tony was going to say.
Tony was about to spit. He was about to spit some shit.
Tony never say nothing, so when he was going to say, I was like, oh. Wait, hold on, guys. What was he going to say? Damn.
Yeah. Then Matt comes over. He's like, listen, guys, last week, us reuniting after that Battle Royal, it felt right. It felt good. We are connected. And Private Party is like, that's facts. And he's like, I'm sorry that I put you in this situation, but you being under Andrade, he's worse for your career than Big Money Matt ever was. So you guys, we're going to get this right. We're going to get back together. And I promise if you guys come back to me, we'll do it the right way this time.
Yo, let me tell you something. The fact that he refers to like Money Matt as like a different person.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, but hey, and especially when you look at it from the story, it says, Big Money Matt was the persona that fucked Private Party over, and he genuinely feels bad about that. So
we're gonna do it right this time, I swear.
Yeah.
I swear.
So, yeah. I like that this story seems to be coming to a head because they've been building this for a while. Matt and Private Party came back together. So yeah, I'm with the shits. Now we got absolute Ricky Starks versus Eli Isom of Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know who this guy was, but
yeah. Excalibur says, "Hey, this man has made his bones on Ring of Honor," and then he got squashed.
Yeah, that was that was bad. How you just this guy, he's a good guy, blah blah blah. He's been here and he's been doing all this good shit and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so about that.
Fucking Rochambeau looked sick though. Sick looking.
Hell, he threw him. I never seen him throw a motherfucker like that.
Shit.
I was like, Ricky was not playing. Did I tell you Ricky Starks? I actually told him that I was at the show last week. And he actually kind of like, yo, thanks for staying.
Yeah, because
he knew, man. It was long, bro. It was a long show.
It was long. Now, it looks like there's been enough talk.
Oh, shit.
It's time
for the main event.
Ring of Honor World Championship on the line. Former champion Bandido versus current champion Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say something that Jericho mentioned. He never got his rematch.
Yeah.
So this was it.
Yeah. Chris Jericho as defending Ring of Honor World Champion is something that I don't know that I'll ever be used to. That is still crazy to me.
Ocho.
The Ocho, Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking director must have given an order to show women. Show where the ladies at. Where the ladies at? Women. Because during Jericho's entrance, nothing but women singing Judas. Every other camera shot is a woman singing Judas. There was this one black girl in the front row. God bless.
Tevin.
Listen, man. The director's fault. He showed her twice. He knew too. He knew what was up. He showed her twice.
Well, when Bandido came out, they were just like, yeah. No
Yeah.
love, bro. I'm like, yo, Bandido's a good wrestler. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't remember him?
They ain't no.
Y'all gotta go back in the day. You don't remember Bandido? I used to make fun of him because he had a regular name, a regular word as a name. It's like, hi, I'm Bandit. Like, fuck. Yeah, just Bandit.
Yeah.
And it's even worse that he comes out with the
Yeah,
his
bandit,
mask is
yeah.
basically a bandana,
Bandit, yeah.
and then he has the little fedora hat.
Yeah.
He's legit a bandit, bro. There's nothing. That's weird as hell, bro. What's your name? Bandit. What's your gimmick? I'm a bandit.
Oh shit, okay. Simple.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's just like that's a little too simple. Like, really? That's it?
Nothing else? No, I'm a bandit.
You ain't gonna come up with a cool name like, I don't know, Hugh Zorro or some cool shit like that.
Nah, man, I'm a bandit.
No, bro, I'm a bandit, so my name is Bandit.
I'm gonna do the cool shit in the ring. That's why he can get away with it.
Yeah. But there's just like, and that's the thing too. Like the crowd was just like Bandido.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. He don't got a first name, Chris Bandido.
Fucking Keenan and Kel style, Bandido.
Bandido.
Yo, rest in peace, Coolio.
Damn, that's what I was gonna say. Speaking of that, rest in peace. Yo, man, you know what part I put on my goddamn? I'm a low gangster, set triple gangster. That was the most West Coast shit I ever heard him say, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
He was always talking about life and shit, you know. But that's the way they used to spit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I always thought was dope? That he did that. He made that song fucking obviously classic, all-time hip-hop record. And then, like, what, a year after that, he went and fucking did the Keenan and Kel theme.
Yeah. Oh, here it goes.
Icon, man. Icon.
Man.
Like, damn, like, hip-hop is really ingrained in our culture back in the day. Like, shit, like, and it was because of shit like that. Like, dudes with #1 records, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this Nickelodeon shit.
Yeah, for the kids.
For the kids. And to this day, we remember that shit. To this day, we remember it.
Yep.
So, you know, rest in peace, Coolio.
How many years is it later? It's got to be like 30 something,
close
almost
to
40 years later.
30.
And you out here fucking still.
It's
still
ingrained in not even just in our culture, in just pop culture in general.
Culture in general, yeah.
Yeah, like that's tough. So,
yeah.
You know, Coolio, icon of the game. But
you also Bobby Cruz.
Bobby Cruz, icon of the game.
Yeah. Good segue.
Yeah. So Bobby Cruz, of course, doing intros for the match. Ian Riccaboni on commentary. This is Ring of Honor.
Yep.
And of course, you know, we start with the Code of Honor.
Yep.
So they
a version of the Code of Honor.
Right. So they shake hands and, you know,
woogity.
Yeah, then Jericho woogity. I'm like, oh, Jericho and his rocket power shit. Let's go.
Jericho was trolling Bandido the whole time where he kept trying to give him up. And then what's this guy's name on commentary? I forgot his name.
Oh, Riccaboni?
Yeah, Riccaboni. He has a weird name. So
Ian Riccaboni.
Hurricane Ian.
Hurricane Ian Riccaboni.
But he was over here talking about like that's not how you do that shit. Fuck, you're making a mockery. You're making a mockery of this shit. Fuck. He was so pissed. It's not how we do this.
Yeah, it felt like they like had to hammer in the story this week for the people that didn't fucking get it from last week. Yo, the story is Chris Jericho does not respect Ring of Honor. We're gonna tell you this very blatantly.
He said it earlier. He called it, what was it, the Ring of Jericho?
Yeah, he said this is Ring of Jericho. Fuck that shit.
Everything is of Jericho now.
That's always been one of my favorite Jericho gimmicks. Everything is of Jericho. Or
so
is
as
Jericho.
These guys are like trading blows and shit like that in the beginning, the crowd kind of starts chanting, "We want pizza."
Yes.
Yep. Go ahead.
And I guess Bandido heard that and was like, I'm all right.
All right.
Bet.
All right. He got hype after. I don't know if he heard "we want refunds" in his head or some shit.
Yeah.
But after that, he was like, "Oh, word." He does a quick gimmick. right before commercial, and then as soon as he does his gimmick, he comes back out. He goes outside and he starts slapping fives with the crowd, engaging the crowd, engaging the audience, like getting them hype. You feel me? And I'm like, yeah.
That's
and they
a
go
worker.
off into pip.
That's a fucking worker right there.
Mm-hmm. He knows. He's like, word. Y'all just gonna ignore that I'm in this ring. Y'all not gonna cheer me when I come out. Okay, I'm gonna make you cheer me before I leave this shit.
You gonna pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So
first he went up to the guys in the front row. I got love for you. I got love for you. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's what all that really was.
Yeah.
Watch me. Look at me. Watch. You gonna see some shit.
Yeah, and he
They gonna
delivered.
find out why we like Bandido.
Yes. This Jericho goes off the top, but Bandido cuts him off with a big kick, hits him with a fucking one-armed press slam.
What?
Like, and I think that was part of what threw the crowd off, because, like,
yep,
yeah, you know, Bandido, he could do flips and all the crazy, you know, great lucha moves, but he's
strong.
also strong as shit.
Yep.
So he did that one-arm press slam. The crowd was like, "Oh shit, wait a minute!" And then this man grabs Jericho, lifts him up in a delayed vertical suplex, and he's holding him, and he's holding him, and he's holding him, and he's holding him, and he's holding him. Taz at one point, because the crowd is counting the seconds, how long he's holding him. Taz at one point, by the time they get up to like 46, he's like, "I didn't know they could count this high in Philly."
Did they count as good as we did at fucking? I saw the gimmick, so I saw fucking Yoshi's clip. Yeah. I totally got that shit wrong. I thought I got it right, and then it's like when you actually watch the footage back, what happens is the crowd starts saying another number, so you keep trying to fucking keep in tune with your numbers. So you keep. It's a mess, bro. That's what it is.
That's why I stopped.
And then I heard you, man, nobody's doing this shit right.
Like, damn it, nobody does this right.
You can hear my stupid ass counting hella wrong, and then, man, nobody do this shit right. I'm still counting. But I mean, Hazel also got 21, so maybe me like trying to find my rhythm again. Maybe I did get it right. Maybe
it put you back on course, and you ultimately were right anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough dealing with the crowd in a swing. But
you got a whole bunch of other people saying the wrong shit.
Man. Counting seconds is much simpler, as they did with this, as Bandido holds Jericho up in a delayed vertical suplex for over a minute. Gets a standing ovation from the crowd. That same crowd that was chanting for pizza and not really paying attention. They are now on their feet.
Yo, I'm gonna hit up my son Bandido and be like, yo, how do I kill time in a match but have people cheer me after? You kill a whole last minute if you hold the nigga in a vertical suplex for a whole minute.
A whole minute? Yeah, it's gonna
bro, you could kill a whole minute. All right, cool. I mean, I'll be cool with that if I ever have to wrestle anybody that's not Keith Lee. I don't think I can hold that.
If you hold Keith Lee in a delayed vertical for over a minute, you're over forever.
Yep.
You're over forever.
Claudio, you heard that?
Yeah.
He's the only one that I believe can do it.
Yeah, I believe Claudio can do it.
Claudio's nasty, bro. When he picked this motherfucker up and just dragged him out with no shoe.
Like a child.
Just, Mir, come on. Stop misbehaving. I'm going to throw your ass in the bathtub. You got to take a bath.
Yeah.
Look, your foot is all dirty. Look at you.
Yeah, you're like a stupid out here in these streets. What's wrong with you?
I'm still mad this man came out like somebody's father picked him up and took him home.
Right. What the hell? Get your ass. Get in the back.
Tell you get inside, you're going to get inside.
Don't make me bring my ass out here again. Jericho and Bandido, they go up top. Bandido flies off, but he flies into a code breaker, clean code breaker that gets a near fall.
Like a sharp knife in his back.
Hell yeah. Then they go to the apron. Bandido fucking runs over to the apron. Ranas Jericho to the floor as we go to the final picture-in-picture. Jericho is like we give it love to Bandido because he's Bandido and he deserves it, but also shout out to Jericho for taking all this shit. Like,
and I'm gonna still show love to Bandido because let me ask you a question: how you do a frog splash sideways?
Yo,
Jericho was OD on the wrong side for him to do a frog splash,
and Bandido was like, fuck it.
And it was a coast to coast frog. Like he was on the whole other side, bro.
And it landed clean.
Yeah, and he had to like hook a leg a little more to the side. You got to think about shit. How you think about that shit in midair, my nigga? I'm just falling. You over here like, I gotta lift this leg up. If not, I'm gonna hit a rope.
Yeah, that's
like how
that's
you got
calculated behavior. Like,
wow, man. Did you notice that Bandido's bandana mask part started off white and ended red?
Yes.
Shit. I wonder what happened.
About it. Yeah. And the commentators even talk about it. They're like, yeah, he's clearly bleeding under that mask.
Mm-hmm.
So Jericho goes up. Bandido tries to come back, hits him with a crucifix bomb for a 2 count. He almost fucked this up, and then at like the very last moment, got it and stuck it and landed it clean. I was like, yo, this man Bandido is on a different type of time today.
But we know this. That's what it is. That's what bothers me, is that we know how good Bandido is.
Yes,
they didn't know.
They didn't
That's
know.
what, like, if we was in New York, bro, we would have known. We know Bandido.
Yeah, we'd have been off rip going crazy because Bandido, but
they didn't know. They was out here like, yeah.
They figured it out though.
Chicago too would have went 8 for his shit because he'd be in Chicago all the time.
Yeah, I mean, Bandido was on All In, so they would know for sure.
Yep.
So, he goes up, but Bandido cuts him off, hits a moonsault press fall away slam for the 1, 2. You gotta know that was crazy.
This man is he different. he got special powers.
So he goes for the XD. Follows with the 21 plex, which if you've never seen the 21 plex Bandido's finisher, it is a fucking crazy move, and I can't believe Jericho took it. But hey, hits with the 21 plex, goes for the 1, 2. He got him. No, Jericho kicks out, and then he pulls his mask down, drops him, locks in the Lion Tamer. Straight up,
because it would be Chris Jericho wrestling a luchador for an indie title 20, 30 years after his career started. Yeah. Just like if he was in WCW, like, this is crazy.
this felt like WCW.
Yep. You know. Jericho, I'm impressed, man. How old are you now? 40 something, 50 something?
Jericho is in his mid 50s, and he is like, he's doing it again. And I feel like I said this a few months ago. He's really about to do it again, isn't he? He's about to have another fucking, I can't believe Jericho still got it like this run. And here we are. I can't believe Jericho still got it like this.
Yep. It started last week when he did that run on Claudio and told me mouth. After that, it's been a wrap. That boy good.
This was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this what we're getting out of Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho? Because shit, I will take it.
And there's no bullshit.
Yeah, like, he didn't even fucking cheat in this. I mean,
he did some fuck shit, but that's Jericho.
But he don't do his fuck shit, but not too much shenanigans.
Yeah, he did his fuck shit. He's a heel. He got to.
Yeah,
you know, but he didn't do anything that was out of the norm.
Yeah,
there wasn't 13 people. There wasn't Floyd.
Yeah, no crazy run-ins, no crazy weapons. Just a really good match with a solid heel finish.
Now here's where the bullshit starts.
Jericho gets the mic. He says, I am going to destroy the legacy of Ring of Honor as the new Ring of Jericho champion. I will beat every former great Ring of Jericho champion that there was. Started with Bryan Danielson in my home country of Toronto. He said that.
He also called Bobby Cruz to the ring.
Yes.
So that he can say this. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, he called Bobby Cruz in. Bobby Cruz is holding up the mic, and he's saying, I'm going to desecrate the legacy of Ring of Honor. It is now Ring of Jericho. I'm going to beat all the great Ring of Honor champions, and I will prove that I'm better, and I will take out every Ring of Honor champion, wrestler, announcer, even ring announcer. And Bobby Cruz turns and looks at him like, what? And then Jericho
what do you mean?
Him. And it hits him with the Judas effect.
Bobby Cruz, bro.
Judas effect on Bobby Cruz. Bobby Cruz took a great fucking bump for this.
Bobby Cruz is innocent, bro.
Bobby Cruz did not deserve this.
He don't do nothing, bro. He just comes out here. He makes you feel like you're in a real sports arena.
Damn right.
Like, damn, bro, why you do that to the one guy who actually make me feel like I'm watching a sport?
Because this is sports entertainment.
Damn, bro.
Fucking fucked up.
Damn, why you do that, man?
So yeah, that's how the show ends with Excalibur. Like, this is despicable. I can't believe he's done this to Bobby Cruz. And
Man, I don't know why, but I low key would have switched this a little bit.
okay.
I don't know. I guess just because I didn't want to leave this feeling bad. I would have had Juice and Mox at the end just so I could, you feel me?
Yeah.
I could go home with a, you know what I'm saying?
And that would have worked because then you would have had the post match with Yuta.
Yep.
So then you get to end it off with hometown guy. He takes out MJF. Yeah, that would have worked. That would have worked.
Yep. Instead of fucking, I mean, Bandido did that shit. Maybe that happened because Bandido had to prove to these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I think it was good.
Yeah.
But I would have ended it with Mox and Juice because that match was good too. And the difference is with that match is everybody was popping. So everybody know everybody, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like they didn't know too much about Bandido, this crowd. They weren't, you know, they weren't included in as much. Or they were like very tired because
it could have been that too.
Towards the end of the fucking show, they were just like,
Yeah.
You know? And then they were talking about pizza. They were not, you know, they weren't in the right spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like we talked about. Bandido had the hey.
Yep. He did that shit though. He did that.
He definitely did that.
That's why I'm like, yo, maybe he had to go through this, you know, trial. So that way he can, you know, that's why I'm okay with it. But me stepping back and booking it on paper, I would have had Mox, you know, and Juice close the show, especially since it was a hot feud in New Japan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fans would have known. But, you know, and then, you know, damn, I missed that goddamn title belt. I love the New Japan US belt.
Yeah. It is a good belt.
It's the only red belt that I actually find cool.
Yeah. It is one of the proper ways you do a red belt.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that would have been a cool way. But I mean, I guess it had to happen this way. So Bandido could show these motherfuckers what he about.
That's right.
Which worked out in the end. I also heard some rumors, though, that Tony didn't really have any plans for Ring of Honor originally. And he had to kind of like on the fly start coming up with ideas and shit. So I feel like maybe this was like an answer to those rumors as well. Like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't doubt he didn't have like plans for Ring of Honor at the time when he bought it because like he didn't know he was going to be able to buy it. Like he didn't know Ring of Honor was about to be available.
Apparently, they just kept it away from WWE because WWE would have just turned it into a video library.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure Tony was like, well, shit, if I don't get it, then they're going to fucking just take it and kill it.
Do nothing with it, yeah.
Yeah, so shit. Like he clearly has some sort of plan. Like he probably had to get his footing going with getting the roster right and everything, but like it's going to take we've constantly told people this Ring of Honor thing is going to take time. Like eventually, yes, the Ring of Honor stuff is all going to eventually leave AEW TV and go back to being infrequent. Yeah. And when Ring of Honor gets its own TV deal, but they're trying to establish that for the brand right now. Yeah. Like they're trying to.
Unfortunately, they can't really get a good TV deal. Apparently, they just don't feel like it's very viable right now to have a wrestling show go up against, well, first of all, their own company. Yeah. And then on top of that, you know, go up against WWE because WWE is so big. But I mean, I would present it to the people who I'm trying to, you know, present this company to as just a completely different alternative, way more sports based. I would try to actually get it to channels that show a little more sports and stuff like that. So that way they can get in something like that, you know, because I feel like that's where Ring of Honor belongs. In a very sports-based network and stuff like that. But if not, try to get it on somewhere that at least is visible on everybody's TV or most people's TVs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't stress it too much as getting like a big name network. You know what I'm saying? Just try something simple because, to be honest, Ring of Honor in a simple company like that, you know, would work. You know, they don't have to be in a huge, deal. If you put them in a huge deal, then they're gonna have to perform every fucking week, and then you're gonna have to start doing a whole bunch of sports entertaining shit on fucking Ring of Honor, and we don't want that. We want Ring of Honor to be pure.
We've had our sports entertainment eras of Ring of Honor, and the less said about them, the better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would work better in a lighter deal. Just an hour. I would just tell them, give me an hour. Well, I'd say give me 2 hours so that we can have 2 shows. But I just want an hour per show.
Yeah. An hour, simple show. You build some things up, and however many pay-per-views they want to do. I guess they kept the old pay-per-view schedule, but however many they want to do, and they should rock. But
and then when they get their own network or their own deal where they have like they can include Ring of Honor and stuff like that, so that people can get more acquainted. And when it starts making more money and it starts getting bigger, then you make it to not even. I'd make it like 90 minutes each show. That's clean. Yeah. And that's clean right there. That's one of the things I feel like they should do with Rampage to this day. 90 minutes.
Yeah. I am a big proponent of the 90-minute wrestling show.
Like I said, I liked last week's 2 hours, but because there's so much going on. Not gonna do that every week. Cut a half hour, 90 minutes. That's clean.
Yeah. So that's what we would say there, and that was AEW Dynamite.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I thought this was a decent show. It's just like we talked about. They were feeling the effects of being shorthanded because of the hurricane. But I do feel like with that, they took some steps to do some good things with MJF and Yuta.
They built people.
Yeah, they built MJF and Yuta. They did the Saraya thing, and clearly they're trying to build some women out of that. There was good stuff on this show. Fucking Bandido fucking made himself a star.
Hell yeah. But he's one of those guys that I was like, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, the nigga's name is Bandit. like I already knew. Like when I first saw this dude, I'm like, really, man, that's your name? Then I seen him wrestle, and I'm like, fuck your name, nigga. That's a dope ass fucking match you just had. Like, I don't give a damn. And then that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, so it's gonna be every time they see Bandido. But the Daniel Garcia stuff is going along and it's going well.
I love that shit. That shit is good.
Yeah.
You're a wrestler.
Yeah. That moment when he finally does fucking snap and say, I am a wrestler, is gonna get such a big pop. It's gonna be good. But yeah, AEW is sitting here building. They got a big Canada show coming up. They got another Battle of the Belts coming up in a couple of weeks too, I think. So
damn.
They got some stuff going on.
Better see. Here's the thing I don't like about Battle of the Belts. They always do it on Saturday.
I think they're not this time though. I think this time they're doing it after Rampage.
Yes, do it after. That makes sense. I like that.
Yes, that
works for me. I don't like when y'all do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's like I watch Rampage and then I gotta watch Rampage again. It's weird.
And it's like, it will work now because we've recently had a 2-hour Rampage, so this would basically be that. So yeah,
I'm down with it.
So that'll be good. But that was Dynamite.
Damn, we just decided to play?
What?
The beginning. Well, basically, it goes to the next episode, right?
Right.
And it went to us and us singing Judas, and that's insane, bro. Insane, bro.
Yeah,
they didn't do that shit, nigga. Not in Philly.
Not in Philly, they ain't have it like that in Philly. They did have homegirl though, but they ain't have it like that in Philly.
And we got more than that one homegirl, bro.
True.
If that's what you really want, just show a video of Dykeman before you show.
Oh God.
Show a video of Dykeman right quick, and then you put Arthur Ashe, and then that's it.
Shit. But yeah, that's the show. We had a good time.
Dude, you see, I should have got a cab, and I should have bought some extra tickets and went to Dykeman and then beautified Arthur Ashe a little bit.
They beautified it.
What's wrong with me? Oh God. Anyways, teach. Let them know where to find us.
You already know where to find us.
Mm-hmm.
Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania. Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also, find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the other wrestlers, podcasters, everybody that we associate with, post all our goings on and all that's going down. As far as audio goes, wherever audio is found, that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. As far as the visuals, we're right here, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. We're on Spotify video. We're on YouTube. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe and click the bell so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you. And that's for me personally. Find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. I couldn't do that shit last week. Fuck y'all.
We back. We back.
That was an evil ass laugh. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, letter X, letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX. Ain't not great. That is at SIIXX. You're already. You can find us on TikTok at Ramblemania Show. We post little clips of all the things that we do here for all of
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my BCLians, our BCLians. Man, you know the Ramblemaniacs. Of course, you dig the Ramblemaniacs. A little something we like to call a not too sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And good night.
And it go a little something like this. Hey, blicky, 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 blicky.